I'm going to be showing how to set up these lessers for this mod, how you farm this with magic, the way you do it. And what you see right here is you see that each one of these monsters, the demons here, they spawn 2 lessers. So right here, all we're doing is we pull them to a spot like this and wait for them to spawn all of them. One already spawned before I brought it here, so there should be 5. Basically, you just pull them. You pull them here. There's 3, 1 here, like 3 up here, and I'll show you. See, now there's 5 here, and I'm about to die. No. Doing that is risky. Okay. And then I'll show you where the last one will go. Because you can see it there. Now on the left, there was some right there. So this one right here has a lesser. And this one has 1 more to spawn. So all we do is we wait for it to spawn. Once it spawns, this set down here, the one up here, the mouse cursor is, and the one over here, these 3, that's what you consider set. Because then you can pull them and not having to worry about them spawning their minions. And then there's 1 more up here, which I'll show how to do that one. So like here, this one spawn, right? We simply disconnect temporarily and then wait for it to go back to its spot. Then we go up here. Wait, not that one. You just need to remember which ones are from which. Like, if they spawn, like if they still spawn it, you need to kill it and then bring it to one of those 2 spots here. So for this one's easy if you're fast. Bring it up here, and that's it. Now, I recommend strongly to use double shield because it reduces the amount of hits you take, and you can basically tank them out much longer. Makes it a lot easier to do this. Now all we do is we wait for it. Now sometimes maybe will spawn it or whatever, but for the most part we just wait for it to spawn 2, and then once it spawns 2, we go on to the next set. So they spawn both of them. Now we can simply just run back to run away from it and let it go back to its spawn. And now these ones, to set these ones, okay, let's start here. There's 1 up here and there's 1 right here. These 2 you're gonna want to pull over here, and I'll show how to do this if I'm fast enough. Sometimes they spawn in really fast and you can't do it in time. Like here, see, like that one. See, like, okay, not a good spot to do this in. Okay, this is fine. Normally you would do it just at the bridge, but this is fine. It should work for what I'm trying to show here. Since there's 2 here, you want to make sure 4 of them spawn here at least. Right, so pretty much that's it. You just wait for them to spawn. So once they spawn in like that, disconnect, wait a second. Sometimes you may change servers just so you can get to your spot, but we just wait and then we go fast. Like here, I guess it doesn't matter, but we try to run back to the spawn fast. Okay. So we're going back to anyone just to show the spawn. Okay. The next set we'll start here. It's just one more. I just want to show each one. Okay, so there's this one. Now we want to bring this one down here. Since we're not going to be farming with the ones down here, we don't care about those ones. Now for some other certain players, they may be able to utilize these monsters for this farm route for the magic, but for the most part, you usually won't need to for an SL. But if you do want to set them, you just have to take both of them and put them in a corner like this, all their lessers. Probably this corner here. Again, requiring double shield because you will die otherwise. And then when this one spawns a second one, we go and we set this one up here and that one up there. And they're both pretty easy to do. And then we'll show the ones after that because there's at least 4 more after those two. So we're just going to be killing them. Kill them both. If you see any in the wrong spots like this, just kill them. Okay, now we have to be fast. Hopefully those were the actual one lessers for this one, but basically same thing here. Once you just wait, spawn 2 of them. So like here, so that one's set. Now we have one more here. Again, this one's pretty easy actually. You can actually sneak around it like that. Pull it down here. Then put it right here. And with that, wait for 2 of them to spawn just like the other one. Okay, so there we go. Both of them spawned. Now, just like the other one. Now, for these ones, there's 2 here. This is pretty easy. Pretty easy, I would say, but sometimes people spawn the lesser too, so it's just like the other ones. You have to kill it. Like here, we have to kill the lessers. So I'll show you here, you pull them. You want to pull them down here into this corner. like so, like that. And then we just wait for them to spawn 4, and then it. All right, sometimes people spawn them right up here. I'll show you, but like there should be 4 here, and then you're done. But here there's only 2 because someone spawned them probably. So I'll show it. Okay, so up here, 1 second. See, like right here, there's 2 there. Sometimes people can bring this one's lessers up here. So there's a set. Now I'm going to show you the last 2 here. There's one right here. Try to sneak around it. And then there's one here and one here. We want to bring them up here and just wait for them to spawn. Like here, there's doesn't matter, but it makes it more difficult. But doesn't matter. Bring it up here. One trick you can do is throw a wall here so that you have like 30 seconds or whatever before they start hitting you. Like here, this is an ideal scenario. They spawn 2 of them and then they'll spawn another one quickly. No. Okay, no, we did it anyway. So 4 of them spawn. And then now that's it. The whole route is set up. And now we can show you how to actually farm these monsters if I don't die. Let's see. One thing I will show is when you get an elite like this, you despawn them, you get rid of them. Charm goes in this so you don't lose experience, but we pull this one all the way down here to get rid to despawn it, because it only gives you experience of 2 of them, of 2 of these monsters, and not 4. So it's better to just despawn it and then go on to the next set. So I'll show you this set here. Now, typically this is what I farm with this. Now I'll show you 4 or 5 if I can do it. You pull them here. Like so. Now, sometimes it's hard to set up like that. I'm on PC. Normally I would do this on the phone. So like here, this is messed up. This is not how it's supposed to go. Let me do this again. I do that again. It just shows you how much I'm not used to doing this on the PC because it's much more difficult. No, we messed up. So you can see, I'm actually going to keep this here to show you how it can be difficult to even set this up. But just to show how it is doing this. Sometimes you may have to do this again. I'm just trying to show you the ideal, like if I can show you how you can pull 5 monsters. So like again, we messed up a 3rd time. So I'm gonna pull 4 because this is not not that ideal. I'll show you how to pull 4 and do that. It shows you just pulling 5 is not really that easy, and It's easier just to do 4, as you can see right here. You put a wall right where I'm standing. Almost ideal if I didn't mess up that last spot. Now I'll show you. So the way I can tell you how far you can be before they walk away is this tile, this line right here, or this one is at the top. That is the furthest distance. Also, from this tile right here all the way here. If they're further than your class here, like where you can see your classes, like if they're there, it's hard to explain that way, but also you throw the wall there like that. If they're standing on this row of tiles, they will run back to their spawn. That is not what you want. You want them to be on this tile or closer. That is the way you, and when it comes to doing this, so like if I was standing here, they can go all the way over here before they go back. You see, like as where my mouse cursor is, like from here until here is the maximum distance they can be before they run back to where they spawn. So if they were standing all the way over here, for example, and I threw a wall down here, they would run back. It shows you just how that is. And I'll show you this spot too, this spot here. It's even easier to know because it's important, because if you go too far away, they will run back to their spawn. It's like, I don't know why that one spawned, but pretend that one isn't there. So like here, you would want them ideally all on this tile, this one. So like right there is absolutely perfect, because they won't run away if you go into this tile. Way you can hit them and heal up safely. All this is to show you exactly how you do this route, how you farm it. For this route, for this set, they will run away if they go on this tile, the one where where your class hotbar is, like right here where you switch classes. If they are standing on this tile or further, they will go back. Again, that lesser should not be there. It would be this, except that one isn't there. Somebody was there probably, and that's why it spawned. Actually, you can see how much they hit. That's why you go to this spot like this. And also, it wouldn't take as long. For example, in my case, each wall will take about half their health maximum. So I only really need 2 if I were farming efficiently, but I'm just recording this to show you how this is done, how you can set this up, how this is done. And just like that, easy. You can get approximately 40 million an hour doing this. Now you can definitely earn more if you set up them, if you can kill them even faster. So for this set, it's this one here. You pull this one, run over here, and you have to be fast when you do this, but so almost messed it up. Okay, so for this set, they can be on for this tile again, just before where your class selection is, if it's easy to understand that way. They will never run away if they're this tile, this line right here, or closer. If they're like way down here, it's fine too, but not ideal. Ideally, you want them all right here, if possible. That way you can avoid getting hit. Because, yeah, this sometimes you can get hit a lot here, and it's really hard to survive. So you'd have to set up just right to avoid that. And again, I'm on PC, so this is more difficult for me than usual. It's much easier to do this on the phone than it is on PC, on computer, on Nox. What do you see here? Just show you here. And then I'll try to show the next set perfectly. If I can do it well, just show you how you would quickly do this, because when you farm this route really good, really efficiently, it's again 40 million experience an hour. Okay. On the phone, doing this would be easier too. Setting them up, throwing the wall down is a lot easier. So like here, again, ideally, this is almost ideal. Only getting hit by 2 here, meaning it's much easier to survive doing this. Just showing how you actually farm this route. It's almost ideal. Ideally, you would want them all like down here. Like just one tile lower, if you can do that. There is a way to do it, but it's not easy to do because you have to pull, when you're pulling them all, you can only really throw the wall down in one way. As if obvious, just to make obvious, the requirement for this is magic. You can't use any other class for this. It doesn't work. It doesn't work and they aren't as good. So all of this just to show how you can do this farm, how you can get good experience. This is the best way without requiring teams that you can get experience, and you can get upwards as 50, maybe 60 million, depending on how strong you are, how fast you can kill these. I mean, it's really, really good. And I'll show this set just to, and that should be it. That's pretty much how you do the whole farm and how you set up. I'll do one more set here just to show the complete loop here. Well, almost ideal. Again, I will keep that little mistake in, but sometimes you have to, even with the little mess ups here and there like that, it's still far more experience and much faster. You just need to throw the walls down, you know, at the right moment. Right here is where you want the wall. You want the wall right here. And here we like it. So this is ideal. All 4 of them are in this line, this tile, like this line here, or closer. They will not run back as long as they're here. I'm trying to use the cursor to show, but where this lesser is, they cannot go further than that. If they are there or closer, then they will not run back to their spawn. This is just to show the pretty much, and that's it. Oh yeah, and the magic level up. That's cool. Again, depending on how high your magic stat is, you can kill these. This can be extremely good experience. And to add on that, gold. Where you can get good drops from these. Even any weapon drop from these is worth 50 million gold. I mean, this is a very almost ideal. That's why you have to be careful. You can see I almost died there. You just have to be careful and pay attention when you're doing this. Now, this is not something you can do AFK, like half paying attention, because you have to fully focus when doing this. That is one downside. It is not something you can just do easily, but that's pretty much it. As I explained, the XP, and just to finish off again, the experience per hour is going to be around 40 to maybe 50 million, depending on how strong you are. That's pretty much it. It's those three sets, and the setup and everything that goes along with it. Ideally with mythic gear, especially the 60 attack wand. That makes this really difficult to actually do for many because it's expensive, but that's a whole other thing to talk about. But pretty much that's it. There you go.